Interesting day yesterday, obviously. Let's start with the transfers that you brought in. First of all, Ben Davies. Tell us about the process of bringing him in and why you thought particularly he was the right sort of player for Liverpool.
Oh, it's very interesting signing. Really looking forward to meet Ben finally, because it went all pretty quick and these kind of things. But you can imagine that in the last few weeks and days, we had it always to consider our situation and to think what can we do, what do we have to do, stuff like this. And then so we were always looking all over in each league pretty much in Europe. And when I saw Ben, it was really interesting. It's obviously he plays for Preston Championship, gives him, shows that he's a very competitive player. So he knows how it is to play a lot of games and don't train a lot, play more than you train pretty much. We watched him in different games, obviously, and then you saw he's a really good footballer and is a smart football player and a player who knows how to defend. And I was a second division player myself, and what we all dreamt of was playing in the first league pretty much. And I'm pretty sure, well, I know Ben did that as well. And so now it's a big opportunity for both sides. So for us, getting a player who has experience but still a lot of space for development, and for him, obviously, being involved in a really, really good football team. Not to say that Preston was not a good football team, but I think I don't say too much if we say it's slightly better. And so that means now for him, and I'm a big believer in opportunities and taking chances. And Ben sees it the same way. And so I'm really happy to have him around and to work together with him.
Ozan Kabak obviously comes with the recommendation of David Wagner as well, I understand. We understand he's got something of a reputation for maybe being a bit of a hothead. Is his temperament a concern at all?
No, and I have maybe to clarify that he's not here because David Wagner was his coach and Dave is my friend. Not at all. So when Dave was at Schalke and he's not there anymore, and we spoke obviously a lot about football, we always do. We are both coaches, so we speak about football. And when he spoke about Ozan, he was always very, very positive. And now in the last few weeks, days or whatever, we didn't speak really because it was not necessary. Everybody knows everything about Ozan. So Ozan is 20 years old, plays already the third or fourth season in adult professional football, and had really tough times with his team. So that's how it is in football. You as a single player cannot make the difference. It's it looks from outside always like this. So, but he was even in the season when Stuttgart got relegated, he played a really good season. Things like these are possible. They are just not seen from the outside world too often. But when you are in football, you know that. That's the reason why Schalke signed him. And Schalke has a lot of problems at the moment in Germany, in German football, and nothing to do with Ozan. But then as a young player, you are again in this situation. So but he never lost the quality, of course not. And he's still a talent, but proved already a lot of things. And now we see that he, when he comes here in a really stable team, how he's doing a lot of things really good, that it would help him and he can help then us. So that's the reason. And obviously our situation is really strange that in the moment we are without our first four centre-half choices, which is really strange. And only one of them will come back with Fabinho, and he's actually a six in the next week or so. And so that's the situation. And so we needed players because obviously we could play very well. When was it? The other day against West Ham and Tottenham in the second half when Nate and Hendo played together. But our problem is always now since months, if one more thing happens, then we don't know really what to do. Then we start struggling. And the solutions we found so far, they were good. But now we have again more options, and it's not perfect. That's the channel transfer window is not my favorite window because we signed the players yesterday and play tomorrow night. We will see if they are available or not. That's not a problem. But then we play 3 days later again. So it means in a position where team patterns are really important, that everybody knows what he's doing. Players come now in new. So, but I'm really looking forward to it, because now it's work under time pressure. That's how it is. We have solutions actually here, and we have now more options in the team. I'm really happy for it. And for both players, it's a big chance, and for us as well. And that's what I really like about the situation.
And just as far as Ben and Ozan Kabak are concerned, how quickly can they be assimilated into your first team? Because obviously neither have Premier League experience, as you've said. So that's the story, really.
Yeah, but the good thing is it's football still. And I played in Germany football, I played in Championship football. So that's now not the problem. But how I said, coming in the defense, a lot of 12 or 13 different center half pairings, and that obviously then when you have to, and then you that makes it more difficult for example for Nico and Kostas as well, because Kostas is new, Nico is still young. These kind of things, and you search for kind of stability in the team, and when you change that often, but we are obviously don't live in an idle world, and that means we have to be smart, we have to be quick, and we try everything to do that. There are different things we can do and help them, and that it goes faster, but we play obviously different to Preston, obviously different to Schalke, that's clear. So we'll need time, but we don't have a lot of time, so we will use the time we have in our hands and try our best. If they would have to start tomorrow night together, I think that would be not too cool, but we will give them a few more days. I said it already. They both have experience on their level. They played a lot of games in adult football. Yes, Ozan is pretty young, but that's makes it really special, because he had this experience, and with David, with Ben it's the same, and slightly older, different pathway. But I like that. That's football. It's not. You don't need to watch a Hollywood movie to see these kind of stories. In football, it's possible as well. Yesterday at Preston, today at Liverpool. So that's a nice story already. And now I can't wait to start working with the boys, because again, I'm a big fan of chances and giving opportunities and giving chances. And so this is an absolute chance for the club, for us as a team, and for the boys as well. And that's great. Now let's go for it. And whatever they did so far was good enough that we wanted to have them. From now on, we expect more. Easy as that. That's how it is. Because together with us, each single player has to make the team better. That's how we always saw it. That's how we always did it. And that helps the team. And the team helps then the players to flourish. And that's exactly what we expect with the two boys as well.